GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. I know there's a lot of negativity going around, a lot of negative talk just across the world. And look, I want to throw something positive your way. Now for the non-believer, hey, hang in there, be tough. We're going to get through this thing. We'll get right back to normal. For the believer, we share a different hope, right? The hope in Jesus Christ. And hey, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. God is so much bigger than any virus, anything you can possibly imagine. God is bigger than that. So look, those of you who have your hope and your trust in Jesus, be prayed up. Know that God is in control. He's going to see us right through this. And yes, I'll try to remember to bring my little lapel mic. I know we're at the shop. We got traffic and I forgot the microphone, I'm sorry. So I was able to get this mowed yesterday. I've been having to mow it to keep it cut down a little bit, waiting on my real mowers. Right here closest to the rocks is GCI Turf Blue Heat, it's Kentucky Bluegrass. Next door to it's the Turf Type Tall Fescue GCI Turf. Next to it's the Ryegrass. It's the one that's really dark green right now. It's I think the bluegrass and the rye are about neck and neck on color. It's just the ryegrass is so much thicker, it makes it look darker. May even be a shade dark green. That'll be coming later on, late summer toward the fall, for those of you that overseed your Bermuda with rye. And then over there on the far edge next to the road, that's the GCI Turf Cool Blue. That is the Turf Type Tall Fescue and the Kentucky Bluegrass mixture. All of them are cut at 1 inch. I've been keeping these cut at 1 inch here, just to kind of see what it looks, how the fescue can take that low of a cut, and so far so good. I know you're asking, well Pete, if you're gonna smoke this off and put that heat wave out here, the Bermuda grass, why in the world are you even spending time on this? Well, to show you. I've said it since day one. I don't like talking about stuff. I want to physically show you. I take my camera and I show you what it looks like, okay? A lot of things on the internet that like, I don't know about that, and you know, a lot of scam type crap and all that, but I like being straight up, straightforward, show you what you get, show you what it can look like, and then it's up to you after that. Now right here I've got the famous Biostimulant pack, okay? RGS and Microgreen, Aerate and Humic 12. This is kind of the backbone of the Greene County fertilizer line. Just want to kind of give you a quick rundown through them and let you know my 2 cents on them. RGS, I think that's kind of maybe their most popular product. I haven't actually talked to them about what sells more than the other, but I would imagine that's the most popular. It's humic acid and fulvic acid and kelp. And the combination of the three is going to help to kind of loosen soil up and drive roots. That's what that product's all about, is making those roots go deep. Let's do this one next. The Aerate, of course, if you can imagine taking a windshield on your car and freezing it, okay? And then taking a little small punch and a hammer and tapping on the windshield. And you know how the windshield would spider web and crack and splinter all out through the windshield. Okay, another good example is a spider web. You ever look at a spider web in a tree or on the side of a building? You know it's got all these different branches coming off of it. Well, Aerate does that to the ground. What I mean by that, it opens up and fractures all these little teeny tiny little pores everywhere, little cracks all through the ground. So water and air and nutrients can kind of freely flow through. I know you've seen me in my yard take that probe and with one hand bottom it out, and that comes from using humic acid type products for so long on my yard. And the Aerate is kind of a more intensified version of that aerifying the ground. Microgreen, that's hands down one of my favorite Greene County products. I really like that one. If you don't want to push a lot of growth, you know, summertime with your fungicide applications, times of stress, Microgreen's good for that. You know, on regular fertilizer, you got NPK, the 3 numbers on the bag, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Well, this is Microgreen. It's everything that's not in the NPK, if that makes sense. Your NPK is kind of like your steak and potatoes and shrimp, you know, meaty type stuff for the turf. And then this right here, you look at that as like all your side dishes or your side items, your rice or your fruits and veggies or your, you know, whatever. I think you know what I'm getting at. A lot of fertilizers just don't have micronutrients in them. They strictly have NPK. And so this right here is where you fill in that gap. Another one of my absolute favorite products that Greene County has is Humic 12. It's straight, pure concentrated humic acid. And what makes it so cool, or what makes the other products even cooler than they already are, is Humic 12 is inside all of these. So anytime you apply any of the Greene County stuff, you're putting a little bit of humic acid down with each application. Now I like using the Humic 12, the concentrated version, on its own or in conjunction with something else. Reason being is when that gets down in the ground, what it'll do is it'll kind of pull those nutrients in, okay, and then makes them nutrients more available to that plant. It'll help the root structure, the root system of the plant take in the fertilizer that you put down, make them more available, more readily available, however you want to work. All right, so each one of these products, and on the label of most all fertilizers, will have a recommended rate. Typically that's a low rate and a high rate, okay? And you're safe to apply it anywhere in between that. Now look, you know I like to keep all this calibration stuff super duper easy. So here's what I'm gonna do. This is 3 to 6 ounces. This is 6 to 9. This is 6 to 9, I think. And this one's anywhere from 1 to 2 gallons per acre, which is 3 to 6 ounces per 1,000. So 6 is my common denominator here, and so just to make my math easy today, I'm gonna run 6 ounces per 1,000 of each product on this grass. So how do I go about making calibration easy? 6 ounces, 6, 6, and 6, okay? I've got 7,000 square foot of turf. 6 times 7 is 42. So I need 42 of this, 42 of this, 42 of this, 42 of that one. I'm gonna take the combination of that, 42, 42, 42, 42, put it in my sprayer, finish filling it up with water, and then I'm gonna evenly apply it to this area right here. And so then I know for a fact I have put down 42 ounces of this over this area, and the same for the rest of them. Get a lot of questions about, well, how much can that Strom sprayer spray? Well, I'm gonna put all 4 of these in the tank at one time, 42 ounces of each. And I'm gonna spray this right here, and it's fluid and effortless, and the pump struggles zero. This thing has a super duper strong pump on it. I'm gonna be spraying 8 foot wide with my nozzle assembly, so I can cover a pretty good area at a time. My pace is nothing but a normal walk. I've kind of calibrated this with 4 gallons, and I've walked this enough times that when I start right here and start making my passes, I'll run out right over there, and my walking speed is nothing more than if I'm walking to the mailbox to get my mail or something, just a casual walk. Now one thing I do is I will put some water in here, okay? I don't want to ever take these concentrated and pour them in without water, okay? Don't ever do that, man. I get emails and they're like, hey man, my stuff gelled up or yuckied up, and I ask them, how'd you mix it? And they put the concentrate in and then try to fill it up with water. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Water. Then you put your concentrates in, and when you get it all in, then you can top it off with some water to finish filling up. Now humic acid has a tendency to settle out a little bit, meaning I know that if you bought one of these and you get down to the end, it's got all that black goo in there. Well, that's goodness, okay? That's liquid black gold, and you want to take your hose pipe and put some water in there and get that out and use it. But if you'll keep it shook up good, it'll be just fine. That's 42. That's 42. That's 42. That right there's 42. Now I got it all in here. I want to give it a good stir so we get it all agitated and mixed up really good. Now for those of you who was watching me last summer when I was bringing that common Bermuda to life, we got it looking pretty good. At some point in time during that time frame, I sprayed that 4 gallons of humic 12. You remember that? And I put 4 gallons of straight humic 12 in a backpack sprayer. Well, this is that same backpack sprayer, and it had no problem spraying that straight humic 12 out. Sprayed it like a champion, so I know dang good well it's going to spray this with ease. I don't know if you noticed, but I finished up in that far corner. I had just a little bit left in the tank, but what do? Well, the fescue has a little strip that's just, it ain't really kicked in gear yet. But kind of right in the middle there, it's kind of not, just ain't up to par. So I put that little bit of extra on that strip right there to try to help it catch up. Always clean your equipment after you get done. I'm gonna go rinse my measuring cup off, my drill, my paint mixing stir thingamajiggy, and I'm gonna go rinse my sprayer out. Once I rinse my sprayer out and get it really clean, I'll put some clean water in it and turn it on and let that clean water spray through the pump. And if you're holding my nozzle assembly out there, you can see it turn from black to clear. And when it does that, that way you know you've got everything out of that pump and out of the line. Now listen now, this is important. If you've got my cool season guide, the videos you see this year might be a little different. What I mean by that, I'm gonna be real more in my yard at 2 inches, okay? Those you've been watching know what I'm talking about. And I may have to adjust my program on my yard on the fly. I'm not talking about this yard, I'm talking about the yard at my house. So if you've got that cool season guide and you're die hard on it, I want you to follow the guide, okay? The mowing height recommendations, watering recommendations, application recommendations, all of that. I want you to stick to the guide. Don't try to mimic what I'm doing, because I may have to go completely off course because I'm trying to cut my fescue so short all year long. Same goes for up here at the shop, okay? Nowhere in my guide do I ever say apply all 4 of the Biostimulant pack in one sprayer together, okay? You can do it, you just saw me do it. Not gonna hurt a thing, it's nothing but goodness. But in my guides, I have things laid out for a specific reason, like I want it. And if you want the best results, I want you to follow that guide. Well, Pete, what was the purpose of this video? Well, just to show you that the Strom can handle all 4 at one time. Another purpose of this video was to start working on this ground and start decompacting it deep, so I can come out here with my probe and run a probe in the ground out here. Another purpose of this video was to get my grass a little darker green, okay? That microgreen and humic and RGS, all that combined, I should get a little color pop out of this. And the reason I want a color pop is so it looks even better on the next video I film. And last but definitely not least, I wanted to encourage you. Man, I wanted to encourage you. It's just, it's not really bad here where I live. We're in rural North Carolina, and it's calm and mellow so far. Yes, schools are closed and things, restaurants are shut down and all, but as far as that chaotic atmosphere, it's just not going on here. And I know some of you live in areas that are like that. Be encouraged, okay? God is good. God is on his throne right now. He is on his throne. He knows exactly what this world is going through, okay? Be strong, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not onto your own understanding. Let him guide and direct your path. And he's going to make that path straight. I assure you he will. So hey, thank you for watching. I can't wait to get my real mowers. I cannot wait. I'm itching. I'm dying to get my hands on them. So I can start mowing this. I'm gonna cut this at 1 inch. This bluegrass, I'm gonna take it down below 1/2 inch and just see how low I can go and keep it good and thick. And of course the rest of them we'll cut them at 1 inch like I was saying. And in my yard we're gonna cut it at 2 inches all year and see what happens. Hey, thank you for watching again. Have a great day, and look, keep them hands clean, keep things wiped down. Everything's gonna be good. Check you later.